This presentation provides an overview of Chapter 8A in the book titled Simple G, a gridded economic approach to analysis of sustainability of the Earth's land and water resources, edited by Aman Hakiki and Thomas Hurdle, and published by Springer. This chapter covers background related to building a baseline with Simple G. This slide provides an overview of all chapters in the Simple G book, each of which has an accompanying presentation to motivate the material covered in that chapter. During this presentation, I'll cover a portion of Chapter 8, which is on computation and baseline, efficient methods for solving a large system of equations for projection and scenario analysis. Previous chapters laid the groundwork by providing theoretical foundations, introducing general conditions, specifying mathematical equations, and discussing the gridded data and parameters. In this chapter, we'll focus on how one can build a baseline describing the future evolution of the global food economy. This presentation consists of three main parts. We'll start by discussing an overview of the baseline. We'll then move on to cover projections for macroeconomic variables. And finally, we'll delve into projections for productivity growth. A baseline scenario serves as a benchmark for comparing the impacts of different policies and/or model assumptions. Typically, there are two types of baselines. The historical baseline focuses on recreating historical changes to compare to historical realizations in order to validate the model. This is also useful for exploring historical counterfactuals. In other words, how would history have looked different if economic behavior or policies had been different? The second type are future baselines, which look at what is likely to occur in the future if business-as-usual trends occur. For the historical baseline, you can use historical population and income growth from the World Bank's World Development Indicators, or FAO-stat. For future population and income growth, you can use the Shared Socioeconomic Pathways, or the UN Population Prospects Reports for population growth projections. Lastly, future trends in biofuels feedstock use can be obtained from the World Energy Outlook Reports from the International Energy Agency. Now that we've covered the baseline overview, let's move on to discuss projections for productivity growth. Assumptions about productivity growth can be based on historical trends in crop yields and total factor productivity. Ludena et al. Published distinct total factor productivity growth for crops, ruminants and non-ruminants, and also estimated both future and historical growth rates, which is why we continue to draw on that source. Here, you'll find additional readings and references you might be interested in further exploring. On this slide, you'll find the link to the Simple G webpage where you can find additional resources, as well as links to the book and other chapter presentations. Lastly, we also gratefully acknowledge support from the U.S. Department of Energy, the Department of Agriculture, and the National Science Foundation. Thank you for watching this presentation on the Simple G book, Chapter 8A. We encourage you to explore the other companion videos that accompany the book on the Simple G webpage.